If you're new to the NFT space, there is a lot to learn, trust me, but this video is going to quickly help you break down a couple tools that will make your life way easier when getting involved in the NFT space. If you click on this video, you're probably wondering what are some tools I can use to help me get better projects for NFTs and make bigger profits. Well, guess what? This is the no nonsense guide that I'm going to show you all of the tools that I use. There's about 7 of them that are really helpful for helping you guys identify great NFT projects, when to buy those NFT projects, how to track those projects, and then when to sell them for the biggest profit. So if this video helps you at all, make sure you definitely leave a like on it because it helps other people find the video, it helps my channel grow, and it's free to do, so why not? And if you want to see more videos just like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any new uploads. If you turn on bell notifications, you'll get notified as soon as videos come out and you won't miss any time-sensitive material. And trust me, sometimes these videos end up making people a lot of money, so you don't want to miss out. Let's look at some must-have tools to help us find great projects, identify when to buy into those projects, and then help us track them and figure out when is the best time to sell for a profit. Okay, so right here, the first tool is Rarity.tools. If you guys are new to the space, this is going to be all new to you, but if you've already been here and investing in NFTs for a little bit, bear with me. Some of these tools might be kind of obvious, but I guarantee you there's at least a couple in here that you haven't heard of before. Rarity Tools is basically a site that ranks rarities of different NFT projects. So you can see right here, if you go to collections, you can search any project that you want to see, but these are all the top projects right now. CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Mutant Apes, Cool Cats, you know, all the cool ones. I love to go in the Doge Pound because it's one I'm heavily invested in. So if you go over to the Doge Pound, for example, you'll see the page for the collection right here. On the left side, you can go and search the ID of whatever your actual thing is. So for one of mine, it's 5815, and type it in, and there you go. You can see my rarity rank is 867 overall. That's pretty good because there's 10,000 of these Doges in the collection, so it's a top 9% Doge based on its traits. I think it's really aesthetically clean. All the colors work together. They got the pink necklace with the pink hair. You got the blue and green glasses that match the background somewhat, but you can see right here all the traits that are on this Doge, and you can see the floor prices of each of those traits. So for your gold earrings, the lowest floor price for any gold earring trait is 3.85 Ethereum. That is one of its most rare traits. You can see right here, only 152 of all the dogs actually have that trait. So you can go and click that, and then if you go back here, you'll be able to sort all of the Doges in the collection by ones that only have gold earrings. And then if you click buy now to toggle on ones that are only for sale, you can see all of the ones that are for sale with a gold earring. Right now, it's sorted by rarity as default. So the most rare Doge is the number 38 overall Doge that has a gold earring. But if we want to sort by lowest to highest, you can then see the floor price of that trait. And like we said before, it's 3.58 Ethereum. So it's safe to say that that gold earring is a pretty rare trait because it's got a pretty high price floor. Let's quickly look at another project real quick, the Bored Ape Yacht Club. For example, if you wanted to only spend a maximum of 50 Ethereum, you can type in 50 right there, and then it will sort all the collection by apes that are only under 50 Ethereum. You can see right here all the ones that are on 50 Ethereum, and since it's already defaulted to sort by rarity, we can see the most rare ape under 50 Ethereum is number 7,737, and its rank is 3,516th overall out of the 10,000 in the collection. In my opinion, the best way to use this website is to find great deals on NFTs you want to buy. So for example, here, I'm starting out, I'm going to go over to Cool Cat's collection because I want to buy a Cool Cat. So you can see right here, it's already ranked by rarity. And keep in mind, there are about 10,000 of these in this collection. The price floor overall, the lowest price right now is 7.7 Ethereum. So I'm going to go and click buy now to toggle that on. And then I'm going to sort low to high. And what I'm immediately going to see is the price floor, right? This is the lowest for sale Cool Cat on the market, 7.7 Ethereum, and there's a couple of these. There's 3 that are at 7.7. Then it goes to 7.8, 7.9, etc. But what I'm going to look for here is not the lowest price. I'm going to look for a good deal, meaning that I'm going to look for a Cool Cat that on the number up top here, which is their rarity rank, is a low rarity, but is also one of the lowest priced ones. That way I'm getting a better ranked rarity for a low price. Keep in mind, all these numbers on the bottom are just the IDs of each of these. These aren't the rarities. The rarities are on top. So you can see right here, this one's 7,000 rank, 9,000 rank, 9,000 rank. This one's almost the bottom, 8,000, 7,000. These are all, you know, very low ranked overall. But if we scroll down a little bit and keep looking, we can probably find one. You can see right here, this one's a 5,000 rank. So that's better, but it's still not that great. Anything in the middle of the pack or the top of the pack is always going to be floor material. But right here, we can see this one's 2753. So this one's in the top 30% of the rarities. However, it's a 9.45 Ethereum, so it is significantly higher, almost 2 Ethereum higher than the floor price. So right now, based on what I'm seeing here, this one's also a 2,900, but still that's closer to the top 30%. I like to see a top 15% one before I really want to pull the trigger. And right now, all the ones listed over here are all pretty low on the rankings. So I would say that there's no good deals at the moment. However, sometimes you will find that there is a really good Rarity Rank score for one of the ones that's near the floor, and that's when you know you have a pretty good deal. If you want a specific trait and you know exactly what it is and you want to try to target that, you can narrow them all the way down by searching for it on here. This site is probably my favorite still as far as the rarity sites go. There's one more I'm going to show you in a second here, but rarity.tools to me is still number one. The other tool I'm going to show you guys is Rarity Ranks. The Doge Pound team actually made this tool, so it's pretty sweet. Similar to Rarity Tools, on their website you can see the different collections that they have here, but the best thing I like this for is actually for their extension. If you go over here, you can install the Chrome extension. All you do is click install, boom, done, and then it'll pop up right over here. So then when I go over to OpenSea and I search for the Doge Pound, for example, because we definitely know that it's on there, it will automatically show me the ranks right below on OpenSea. And if you're new to NFTs, this rank right here will not show on OpenSea regularly. You'll be able to see the dog ID, but you won't be able to tell its rank right away. So if we go ahead again and click floor price, it's around 2 Ethereum right now. We can easily, instead of having to go to Rarity Tools and do what we just did, we can just do it right on OpenSea now. So it makes OpenSea a lot easier to use as far as searching for good deals, and it's all done with a Chrome extension, which is really great for projects that are on the site. So you can see here 6,000, 9,000, 6,000. There's nothing too great on the floor. Now this one's a 5,000, so it's not terrible, but here's a 3,000. That's not too bad. And it's 2.42, so it's a little bit above floor. It's not that, it's not that expensive, but it's still a pretty good rarity rank. Hoping we'll find something good here. This one's 2,038, 2,938, so that's a pretty good deal. But anyway, the Chrome extension allows you to see this all on OpenSea, so you don't have to go to an external website like Rarity.tools. You can surf OpenSea and see any projects you might stumble upon. You can see the Rarity Ranks as long as they're on Rarity Ranks site. It's a new website and they're still improving it, so there's not a ton of projects on it just yet, but as more get added to it, I think it's really nice to have that Chrome extension so you can see it right on whatever platform you're looking at. The next tool is called Dune Analytics, and this is a tool that I use for analytic tracking of NFTs. Now, for things like crypto and stocks and other things, obviously you like to look at charts to see, highs, lows, support areas, technical analysis, do all kinds of different stuff on the charts to determine the price action of a particular crypto. But for NFTs, that's still relatively new. Dune Analytics does a fantastic job of being able to track the important data that you want to see for NFTs. And trust me, it is important that you track the data. And I will say this, not a lot of people are going to want to spend the time to do this, but I think, and I've seen it happen before with my own experience, looking at projects and their analytics as opposed to just how the community is and how the art is, I think is really important to have some data-driven analysis to determine which projects you want to buy into. As you can see right here, this is the overall NFT Market Analytics. You can see the overall NFT volume. It's actually come down quite a bit since August when it peaked, but it's still holding pretty sturdy overall. You can see some of the top projects. You can see all different kinds of stuff on this one, but what I really like to use this site for is specific projects. So we're going to go to Bored Ape Yacht Club because it's one of the biggest ones. You can sort up here by interval of day, time, hour, whatever you want to do. But the most important thing on this site, I think for me particularly, is looking at the floor prices of each project. This is a good graph over time from April all the way till now, and you can see the average floor price each day of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. This to me is important. When you look at a project and you say, hey, this project may be 2 months old and its floor price is up really high right now, we'll see where the price has been in the past. Has it held sturdy? You can see Bored Ape Yacht Club has been holding a 40 Ethereum floor, give or take on the day, since middle of August. So several months now, it's been holding this 40 Ethereum price floor. To me, that's a sign of a good, stable project that has a strong community behind it. The collectors in the space really believe in the project, and it's not getting these massive pumps and dumps. We don't want to see any of that on projects we're buying in because it's very hard to predict where that price floor might be in the future. So this is a site that I like to look at. You can see all different kinds of data. You can see the top sales. You can see who owns the most of them, the floor prices over time, like I said before. You can see the volume. You can see all kinds of different data depending on which project it is. And then you can favorite all these different projects that you like to look at. So for me, I like to look at the Doge Pound one a lot. This one's a really clean looking dashboard, I think. You can see the amount of Doges that the top holder owns. So you can see how decentralized the project is. You can see the current floor, the average amount each person owns. I actually own 3, so I own higher than the average amount. And you can see right here, the price floor action. To me, this project, I really like the price floor action of it because over time, it's consistently going up. Yes, there are some peaks when good things happen to the project and then those things dump after. That's natural behavior. And you can see right here, it's been up pretty good for a while. It's coming down now because it just released the launch pad for the JRNY crypto partnership right there. So it's going to come off of that price a little bit. But the important thing to me is it's trending upward over time. And it's very, very, very difficult to see this on a platform like OpenSea. It's almost impossible to find this analytic anywhere else and see it easily. So visualizing this data to me is really important. Another site that does that really well is Nansen.ai. The difference between Nansen and Dune Analytics is that Nansen will cost you $150 a month for the platform. Nansen, I will say, is a better platform right now. It's got a lot of really great tools, especially for NFTs. The problem is $150 a month is not affordable to a lot of people, especially maybe some of you guys watching this video. You'd much rather spend that $150 on minting new projects or investing as opposed to paying for a dashboard, especially when you can get very similar analytics for other projects, specifically in NFTs, for free with Dune Analytics. However, I'd be doing you a disservice to not tell you about Nansen because you can see right here, it lays out all the data you want to know really well. It shows you blue chip NFTs, their price targets, their price tracking over time, floor prices, volume, whales in the space. It tracks whales, specifically account holders that have a million or more portfolio in NFTs. So you can see right here, hot contract, smart money, token god mode, wallet profiler, smart alerts. It's got all kinds of different stuff right here. This is another one, the NFT God mode. You can see here, this is the Bored Ape Yacht Club, keeping it the same as the other ones. You can see it's got volume over time. It's got price in Ethereum over time, minimum price, average price, all kinds of different data that you're going to see. It's even got the links right here that you can go and check out. You can also look at specific whale wallets and anyone's wallet really to see what they've been doing over time. So if there's someone that you want to follow that's really good in the NFT space that you want to just kind of follow their moves or see what they're doing, you can track them really easily and get alerts from Nansen through their website. Really great graphs, really great data analytic visuals. So it's definitely a recommended product. The problem is it's $150 a month. And even for me, that's quite expensive. So you're gonna have to really commit to making a return on investment if you're gonna use Nansen.ai and pay that $150 per month. Now, before I go on to the rest of the tools here, I wanna say quickly that all of these things I'm talking about, I already pay for and already analyze pretty much every single week, and I give away all of the crunch down information, all the legwork put into a service for you guys, and that's on my Patreon. On my Patreon, I basically have an NFT calendar, as you can see right here, that goes through all the best projects that I'm looking to mint each month. And as you can see, in November, the high-rated projects have done really well on an instant return on investment, meaning that the projects that we wanted to mint have done really well in their price action since minting. I also have an NFT buy list of all the major projects that I'm looking to buy with price targets and price alerts. I have an NFT tracker for all of you guys to track each of your NFT investments to make sure you understand where you are, how much money you've spent on fees, and how much profit or loss you're actually in at every given moment. And I most recently added an NFT review so that anyone in my Patreon membership can go and send me a project, ask my thoughts, and I'll give them a full detailed review of what I think of that project. A lot of times, if those projects are really good, I'll actually add them to our NFT calendar. Our community has found some amazing projects so far that are actually on the calendar and have performed super well. We now have over 500 members in my Patreon, so I decided to open up a brand new tier, the Whales tier, where it's going to be very personal with a couple people. It's very exclusive, so if you want to join that, I've opened up a couple more spots. Link down below, check it out. Okay, the next tool that I have here is back to Rarity Tools because they have an upcoming NFT sales. One of the biggest questions that people ask is, how do you find these projects? Well, the easiest way to do it to start is to find an NFT calendar. And there are a bunch of different sites. Like I said, Rarity Tools has an upcoming NFT section where you can go and see all of the NFT projects they have listed. Keep in mind, some of these are sponsored, some of these are paid, not by me, but by Rarity Tools. They charge people to put their projects on the site. So just know that some of these projects are actually paying for this kind of advertising, and Rarity Tools isn't always picking the best projects. They're picking people that pay them sometimes. So keep that in mind. Another one is nextdrop.is. You can see all these here. Kind of sloppy website, to be honest with you, but you can see some of the projects have going on here. NFTcalendar.io is another one. They also have a pretty bad website, in my opinion. What the heck is going on here? Dear Lord. Anyway, they have one as well. But the best one that I found so far is NFT Go. It's pretty much in beta at the moment, but if you go to their NFT drop section and click learn more, you can see that theirs is the cleanest looking site I've found so far. It's got the project name, it's got the price, total, date, and you can actually actually see all of their links right here. You can even go to their mint site right here, and it's quick and easy to see all the different places you can go, all the different projects that are available, and how much longer until they're actually launching. I think this is by far the cleanest site I've seen so far. You can sort by day. It's all in one spot, easy to analyze very quickly and check out. Or, like I said before, you could easily just sign up for my Patreon and get the actual best rated projects, at least in my opinion, on an NFT calendar each month delivered to you. Super easy, and you can see the return on investment on those has been pretty good. So instead of having to weed through all this and do all the work yourself, I do all the legwork, I spend all the time, and you guys get the best projects that you should be looking at each day. One more site I can mention is what'sminting.live. This one's more of a what's minting right now situation. You can see the top NFT contracts activity. This one basically shows which projects that are minting today are hot, which one have a lot of traffic. Again, this site's kind of hard to read. It's kind of hard to understand. You can see the transactions and gas price graph. It's kind of like a heat graph, but even these, like, it's not really clean and easy to determine what's going on each one. You can see it's a little bit confusing, I would say. You can sort it by the time frame here, but I haven't used this one a lot particularly. I know some other people have. I personally like to find really great projects early on, have them on our radar, on our calendar, and then plan accordingly to mint those when they happen, as opposed to looking at what's going on right now and then riding what's hot after the fact. I like to know what I'm going to get into ahead of time. And there you have it. Those are some of the best tools that I'm using right now. There are a couple more tools, but in the sake of keeping this video not extremely long, I decided to put the best ones in here for you guys. If you want to see the other tools that I use, again, Patreon has all that stuff, and I take all those tools that I use and crunch it down to the information you need to know most. So if you want to sign up for that, links down below. And if you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a big thumbs up. It's free, it helps my channel grow, and it makes the community bigger, which in turn does help you, because at the end of the day, the more people that are involved in this, the better these projects will probably do. All right, we'll see you guys all next time. Have a fantastic day. Take care.